Thanks, guys. Yes, I'm here to meet Angus at his workshop, who built his very own combat robots. Let's see if he's in.
Hey, Goose, come on in.
Thanks, Angus.
So Combat Robots pitches two remote-controlled machines against one another in a specially designed arena for 3 minutes. So these machines have to basically destroy or incapacitate their other opponent within those 3 minutes. So they could either do that by completely destroying the other robot, or they could flip it on its side so it can't move anymore. And the first robot that does that to its opponent wins.
How did you first get into building robots?
So back when I was in high school and about 15 years old, me and my friends discovered a computer game called Robot Rage, which was a Flash-based computer game. I remembered the Robot Wars from TV. So I thought, actually, is that still going on? You know, is that happening in Australia? So I did a search and actually found Robo Wars Australia.
So where do you get your inspiration from?
You pretty much get into a mindset of you look at almost everything as you're walking around and think, can I build a robot out of that? So I'll be walking around and see plumbing pipe and think, could I make a chassis out of that? And you sort of start picking and choosing things that would be used for completely different purposes and use them for combat robots. Pretty much every single combat robot has the same main core system. They have the remote control system, which is essentially the same as a remote control car. And then the batteries, you need, of course, a battery to power the machine. You need some form of locomotion, so that could be for the really small robots, little motors, gear motors, or for the bigger ones, it could be cordless drills. Once you have those parts, you need to control the motors, so you have the speed controller, and you interface all those bits together, and then you've got a working platform.
Wow, okay, so these are your robots, Angus. Can you take us through your collection?
Yeah, so I've got 4 machines here. So this is the chopping board test platform.
Okay.
So this is what pretty much every robot builder should start with making. It has electronic speed controllers, a battery, and this is the receiver. So this is how we communicate to the robot with the transmitter.
Okay, and then we lead on to this one. So what does this one do?
Yeah, so this one's called Fugu, and it was a bit of an experiment actually. The idea is to keep other robots away from the chassis. Its weapon is actually like a flipper, so it's not going to damage the other robots, but it might stack them against a wall.
Okay, right. So what's the tiny one over there?
This is FLS. It's a tiny little 150-gram ant weight combat robot, and it's extremely small and light, but these machines can be really quite impressive to see fight because they're so tiny they just ricochet around the arena.
Okay, so he's obviously a lot lighter compared to this guy. I want to know what's this one all about.
Just slightly. This is a featherweight combat robot called Roadkill, and it's all made out of welded steel, which was just sort of fabricated up from bits I found around the place and added an axe to it.
That's the main thing I'm looking at here. So this, how does the axe work?
So you're not going to actually do much damage regarding cleaving the steel in half, but what you're going to do is actually, when you hit them, you'll do shock damage.
Okay.
And that's what actually predominantly destroys the robots that you're fighting, because you might knock a connection loose or break a small component, and that's what will stop the other robot.
What are some of the rules for Robo Wars?
There's no projectile weapons, no explosive weapons, no liquid weapons, and no energy weapons.
So no lasers?
Absolutely no lasers. There's a huge range of people who get involved with Robo Wars. Personally, I'm now an industrial designer, but when I first got into it, I just loved tinkering with things and building machines. We have some people who are in IT. We have some people who are fully qualified engineers, and then we have high school students who actually more often than not, win against the fully qualified engineers because they can pick up a remote control and drive these machines like no one else.
Well, aside from organising, what's your favourite part about Robot Wars?
Oh, there's nothing that compares to the adrenaline rush while you're competing with the robots. I guess that's probably why people keep coming back. Once they actually get their machine in the arena, even if they lose terribly, they'll just be laughing and smiling and just having an absolute great time.
Okay, Angus, we've got a pretty competitive robot back at Good Game, and he might be interested in competing in Robo Wars. What advice would you have for him?
Okay, he needs to be fast.
Fast, okay.
And strong.
Strong, yeah.
And brave.
Oh, brave. Okay, well, that's good advice. I'm going to get started on the training.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Come on, Darren, give me more than that. I know you've got more.
Harder than that. I can't even feel a thing. Pump it, pump it, pump it. Duck and weave. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Come on, Darren. Easy, Darren. Another 50, you'll be fine.
Oh, I could do this all day.
Oh, okay, wow. Oh, it's quite heavy, Darren.
Come on, Darren.
All right, Darren, good session.
Affirmative.
There you guys are, come on.
Okay, I think you're ready, Darren.
Affirmative.
You can put your arms down.
I can't. They're stuck.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
nice robe though.
It's good, isn't it? Okay, Darren, this is it. Remember your training. Attack the motors and the main circuit boards, and you'll be fine. Get in there, Darren.
Affirmative, Goose. I feel ready to rock and roll.
Go, Darren, go. He's a wrecking machine.
All right, you're going down. You know that, right? Oh, my public. They all love me. I've got to get a feel for his fighting style. That's a deadly-looking axe he's got there.
Come on, Dad.
Stay away, stay away.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't ask for this.
Oh, Darren, fine.
It's horrible.
Oh, Darren. No. Oh, God, I got one.
Charging my laser.
Oh, Darren, no!
And he's gone.
Darren, I said no energy weapons. You're disqualified.
That's not fair.